Hey guys, Adam here, the Roof Strategist. Today I'm going to help you maximize your canvassing and door knocking efforts. Now, what most people do wrong, especially new salesmen, is they look at door knocking and prospecting as this silo experience, this standalone activity where they go knock doors and they make sales. But there is so many missed sales opportunities by just simply running out there, knocking doors, and seeing what happens. And most companies don't train this and don't teach their salespeople this. So I'm going to leave you with arguably the most powerful sales system, actual system that you can start using right after this video. And here's how it goes. Whenever you show up at a door, there's going to be one of three outcomes. Number one, someone's going to be home. You're going to talk with them, right? So that's an outcome, is I had a conversation. You're either going to get rejected or you're going to have an opportunity to either set an appointment or do the inspection right there. Outcome number two, there's no one home. So what do? Most people leave, they never come back, and that's it. Or outcome number three, you sign them on the spot. That'd be great. One and done. Love those. But for those two outcomes where either no one's home or you talk to someone and there was no outcome, we need to make the most of all those sales, because we all know that out of all the doors we knock, there's a large percent that don't answer the door or they're not home. So here's what I want you to do. In my other video, I talked about putting together the address and the time. Oh, look at these dogs. The address and the time that I showed up. Here's what I do with that information. When I get home to my office, after knocking doors, I now know everyone who I did not make contact with. But what I did do is I left my marketing material on their door. Now you're either using my Roofing Sales Accelerator Marketing Pack info, there's a link to that in the video description, or you're using the company supplied material that maybe is a door hanger or something. So the homeowner is going to see that information, right? Now we want to give another impression, because marketing shows that it takes about 7 impressions for someone to make a buying decision, for them to see your company 7 times. So the marketing material is 1 impression. What I'm going to do next is go home, print out my sales letter, and I send this in the actual mail. Hand address, hand stamp, and mail it to the homeowner. Now that's 2 impressions. I show up, I know that I was at their home, let's say at 3:30 p.m. on a Tuesday, no one was home. I'm going to go back either on a different day and or a different time. Now I have a very relevant reason to be back there. I can say, hey, I was in the neighborhood, I'm working with a few of your neighbors, I left some literature in your door, and I also sent you a letter in the mail. I just wanted to follow up, see if you got a chance to read it. Well, now they're curious. They're like, hey, he sent me a letter in the mail. Now you're in conversation and you're canvassing with a reason. So you don't have to worry about the cold door knocking and getting your teeth kicked in, because you have a reason to be there. So now you're at the 3rd or 4th impression. When you combine door knocking, leaving behind literature, sending direct mail, and showing up again, you are compounding the impressions that you make on homeowners. Add in the fact that they're going to see your yard sign up the road from customers that you've signed up. They're going to see your truck going back and forth. You hit that same neighborhood over and over again, and all of a sudden you're the most familiar roofer there. You're known as the neighborhood roofer. Now the other thing that you can do is use a resource. What's the name of that company? It's on the tip of my tongue. I'll put a link in the video description, but there's a few different resources you can use right now to buy homeowner data. That's their property owner name, their address, and their phone number. So I could look up the address of this house here at 2642 and get their phone number. Now I can even call them. Now you'll see a video coming soon on cold calling, but it is a great tactic to be able to call that homeowner and say, hey, you know, I left some literature at your door, I shot a letter in the mail, and I stopped by, and somehow I've missed you each time. So I just wanted to call up and chat a little bit about your roof. I'm working over at Peggy's house next door. I want to see if I might be able to help you as well. So when you canvass this way very strategically, and you maximize those touch points, you're going to penetrate neighborhoods, develop trust and authority as the neighborhood roofer, even if you don't have sales yet, because they're going to see you over and over and over again. So to get the most out of your canvassing, I don't want you to waste any more opportunities. Here's what you need to do. Track the date and time and the address. Simple. Write down the street name, write down the address. Are they home? Yes or no? What time was it? 9:40. You can do this as you're walking to and from your truck or to and from the home, okay? Leave the literature at the door, no matter what. Send a letter in the mail. This letter I have available. I've tested tons of letters. This is my favorite one, and you can start using that instantly. It's in the Roofing Sales Accelerator Marketing Pack. There's a link to that in the video description. And if you're up for it, you can use any of the databases, even white pages, to get the homeowner's name and phone number so you can call up for that additional touch point. And I promise you, it's just like asking a girl out on a date. If you get rejected once and you're kind, maybe you'll try again in a few weeks, and maybe you'll try again in a few weeks. And with that persistent, it'll pay off. She'll see that you're really interested and you're pursuing her and you want more than whatever she thinks you might want out of the gate. But when you have that persistence, you're gonna land the deals. So that, my friend, is how you get the most out of your door knocking and prospecting experience. If you're new to the channel, please click subscribe. You're gonna get notified of new videos. We've got them coming soon, and these are driven by feedback that I get from my community and people like you, the people who like and follow and comment on these videos. Click thumbs up, drop any comments you have in the comment section. I respond to all of them as fast as I possibly can. Thanks for tuning in and being a loyal fan. We'll see you on the next one.